प्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मेस्तु तदात्मनि निरते य उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Om. May all my limbs attain strength. May the body, the mind, all the sensory and motor organs and the life force behind be all efficient and powerful. All is verily the one without second, absolute, ever blissful, ever perfect, existence itself, called Brahman. May I never deny Brahman. May the Brahman never reject me either. May all the virtues spoken of by the scriptures, which are needed to experience this truth of oneness, be ever with me. Om. Peace, peace, peace. Let us try to feel the truth of oneness, although we are seeing the variety everywhere and are convinced that this variety is true. So let us take up a thought experiment to see, to feel, to experience this oneness. Let each of us imagine that we are one ice cube in a huge heap of ice cubes. I am identified with my shape, my height, size, weight, and other things. I think I am this one. All other ice cubes are different from me. I form relations with other ice cubes. Some I see as my parents, some as my siblings, some as my progeny, some as other extended relationships. Some are friends, some are enemies, some are just colleagues. Many are unrelated, but I see I am this ice cube. Take pride in my size, my shape, my other qualities, and feel this is mine, that is mine, that is not mine, and so forth. But the warm temperature is making me see that I am changing. I am not the same. All other ice cubes also are changing. Their separating boundaries are becoming blurred. I am getting a feel that yes, there is this true oneness. We are all actually one. As I melt, I see I am just water with no particular shape. All other ice cubes also are same. There is the oneness, all pervading. There is no separate I, no separate mine. All is the existence itself. There is no possibility of desire, for I am all that is. There are no thus any sufferings, the intrinsic bliss just manifests. I see I am bliss itself. I am eternal life itself. I am peace itself. Om. Peace. 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 So let us begin this 217th class of Srimad Bhagavatam, stories from Srimad Bhagavatam, going on for more than 7 years now, every Friday, except a few Fridays we missed for various reasons. But otherwise, for 7 years, every Friday, we have been studying this wonderful scripture. Let us begin with the opening chant, which happens to be the first verse of this great, highly respected and studied by literally millions of people. जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि. That from whom creation, sustenance and dissolution of the universe take place, who is both the instrumental and material cause of it, who is omniscient, is the only one having self-mastery, being the one independent entity, who illumined the mind of Brahma with the Vedic revelation, whose wisdom is the wonder of even the greatest sages, in whom the world of the three gunas subsists, just as the combination of materials like fire, water and earth subsist in their causes without changing their elemental nature, in whose consciousness there is nothing false. On that truth supreme we meditate. So the whole purpose of this study, of this whole book, has been said in this last line. Satyam param dhimahi. On that truth supreme we meditate. And we have seen what is truth supreme. We try to understand that the truth supreme is that something that is true always. It is truth absolute. All other things are relative truths. Like if I asked Michael that, Michael, where were you yesterday? He would say, I was in Minnesota. That was relatively true statement, yes. In that context, they are contextual truths. It is that will not be holding today. Today you are not in Minnesota, you are in Rhode Island. So these truths change. Relative truths, as the context changes, these truths also change. That is how the truths of science are. They are true in a context. Uh, Take away the context and they are not true anymore. But there is the supreme truth, timeless, spaceless, and of which all other these relative truths are partial contextual manifestations. To give you just a regular example, the electricity that we see, uh, when you have the lights uh, getting that power, then you see that electricity as light. When you are listening, that very electric power gets expressed as sound. There is, the heat going on, that is the electricity as expressed as heat or the whatever. So, different context means different instruments attached to that source of electricity gives a different expression. So, that is how you remove the context. That is, if you remove that context, then that is not uh, power is not expressing like that. So, electricity is light only if attached to a light source. Otherwise, it is not. So, similarly, the absolute truth, when expresses in various contexts, it takes different shapes. And they are true in their relative context. And that is to be understood. The absolute truth gets inferred that from the relative truth. It is inferred in the sense that how all these different contexts derive their truth from. So that is the absolute truth. That it comes to us in various ways. So the manifestations become different in different contexts, and that is to be meditated upon. Satyam Param Dhimahi. Why? Because all that we actually seek in life lies there. Many people have this question. Oh, this world, what is wrong? We will live this worldly life. I have got my job. I got just promotion in my job. Or things are moving okay. There will be changes. And without changes, we will get just bored, the same thing. So, therefore, this world is fine. Why should we seek the absolute? The reason for that is that you are not really happy with the conditions that we are in. That is why you keep on searching. Why you have to do research? Because what you already know seems to be insufficient. It cannot explain everything. So you do research. What you seek, you sometimes succeed, sometimes fail, sometimes you are happy, sometimes miserable. But we all want happiness. Where do we find it? So go to the source of happiness. This is the source of happiness. That is why the ultimate statement in Vedanta is that it is that is bliss, Ananda. Anandam Brahmeti Vyajanat. That seeker ultimately reached that point that bliss is the Brahman, supreme goal. It is supreme goal, getting which nothing more is wanted. This doesn't become applicable to anything that we otherwise seek in life. Always, then what next? Then after this, what should I be doing? There is never ending thing. So, therefore, this is the goal of life. That is called Narayana. Narayana means the goal of human life. This is what we must seek. And this remains unchanged. All other things change. And this remains unchanging. Now these stories, this text we have in Hindu's scriptural tradition, we have three sets. One is called Shruti, means the truths are given philosophically without bringing in any personality or any particular context. They are universal. That is, and timeless. It is, my predecessor Swami used to quote a statement attributed to Einstein that it is that he used to say that the truths of science are impersonal, universal, but not eternal. They change as the time goes on. What one used to consider as true some time back, now they say, no, that is not true. It is, if I tell a doctor, oh, I heard this is, no, that was the idea long back. Now it has changed. So that is how these truths change. That is, so they are not eternal. Truths of science, they may be impersonal. Yes, agreed. They are universal within a certain context of universe. But they certainly are not eternal. But the truths preached in the scriptures, Shrutis, they are not only impersonal, they are certainly impersonal, they are certainly universal, but in addition they are eternal as well, because that takes you beyond the idea of space and time. That is why, by their very nature, they are eternal truths. So, this is how these Shrutis are. Now, Smritis is another ways the scriptures are given where you don't want to get much into philosophy, you don't want to read too many things, you want just the rules. How should I lead my life religiously? What rules should I follow? And so forth. When should I get up? Afterwards, what should I do? All those rules. What kind of clothes should I put on? Everything is given in those. They are like the user's manual, User's manual, it changes. The theory of heat engine remains the same, and so all the cars based on that, they have the same science and technology. So that remains the same. But the manual for, say, Ford's first car, sometimes around 1900. The manual for that, you cannot use it for Lamborghini. No, it is a modern Lamborghini will not. The principles will be the same, but the manuals become different. So smritis change from time to time. Then there is the third class of scriptures which is most popular, that is Puranas. Puranas is where the truths are elucidated through very nice stories. And because people like to hear the stories, as these truths are given through the stories, they become acceptable. It is the truth. The stories are like, when you are given, say, an injection, a shot, and then the needle goes into the skin, into the muscle or whatever, and then the medicine is inserted through that. The needle then comes out. The medicine remains. So the story is like that needle through which this medicine of truth is given, and thus it remains inside while the story that goes away. So this is how these scriptures become the great vehicles of spreading this message of spiritual understanding to masses. So Bhagavatam is one of them, and the that what we had been studying in the last class, it is the ninth chapter of the ninth skandha, that it is the volumes are called skandhas, and then these are chapters in each volume, that how the Ganges is brought on the earth by Bhagiratha. So it is Bhagiratha and his ancestors performed lot of austerities, and thus for bringing Ganga on the earth to redeem their ancestors, the sons of the king Sagara. He had 60,000 sons, and they, because of their arrogance, they all became just ash. So to redeem them, it was told by the sage Kapila that you must bring Ganges down here. That alone can redeem them. And then, so they all tried. The Bhagiratha was the third one in that lineage to keep on trying, and he put in his full efforts, and thus first got the blessings of Ganges, that I can come, but first thing problem is that who is there to bear my tremendous force? I don't see anybody. Second thing is people committing lot of sins. They would get it as an easy thing, go on committing sins and then go out and take a dip in Ganges. They will put all their sins in me. Oh, where shall I deposit all those sins? So I don't want. Bhagiratha assured her that he will propitiate Shiva and request him to make the Ganges flow in his locks. And also he said, not only the sinners will come, the great sages, they will also come. And what is a sage? The one who has the Lord in his heart. That is a sage, constantly feeling the God. So, and their touch will purify you of all the sins. So, therefore, it is like Narada said in his aphorisms on devotion, that tirthi kurvanti tirthani, that these sages, they go to some place, and therefore that place becomes full of holiness and spiritual fervor. So he said, therefore you come down. And he convinced Shiva, and Shiva agreed to bear the tremendously powerful flow of Ganga in his locks, circulating through these locks the curvy slopes of Himalayas. Ganga gradually gets calmed down as it comes to the plains. So, and then Mother Ganga flowed through high mountains to the plains, sanctifying everything, ushered in the prosperity and spirituality. Therefore, the glory of Mother Ganga is known to everybody. All Hindus, they see that they should take dip in Ganges, touch the holy waters of Ganges. And so, wherever there is Ganges, you will see so many bathing ghats, so many shrines, different these types of religious ceremonies and activities constantly going on. And then, because this happened due to tremendous dedicated, unrelenting effort of Bhagirath, Ganges got the name Bhagirathi. So, even Shankaracharya in his hymn uses this word Bhagirathi. In his hymn on Ganga, he uses Bhagirathi Sukhadayini Matah. So, that you are the river Bhagirathi. So, now after Bhagiratha, the lineage continues. One aspect of this kind of scriptures, Puranas, is that they tell the different lineages, different kings that come, what they did, what they were known for, and how in general was this situation there. So, many kings' names are given after Bhagirath. We will not get into it, although some stories of that are very interesting. But we will skip that. It is because how many to keep on, they are comparatively minor things. So, and thus the time flows through centuries. Many great kings in this solar dynasty. There are the discussions in this ninth chapter or ninth skandha. Ninth skandha has the 24 chapters, and solar dynasty and lunar dynasty both are discussed here. So, solar dynasty began with Vivaswan, and then the last noteworthy amongst that was Rama, the great incarnation of God, most famous. So, till then you have this lineage is shown. So they are called solar dynasty. So Rama is therefore called that from Surya Vansha, solar dynasty. It is. So therefore in singing Ram Nam Sankirtanam, we say Chanda Kirana Kulla Mandata Ram. That he is, Chanda means the sun. Chanda Kirana. It is, Chanda Kirana means the sun's lineage is where Rama comes from. So, it is like this, it continued and there was one Khatwang, then there was Raghu. Raghu was also very well known, so therefore sometimes Ramchandra is called Raghukula Tilaka, the great one in the clan of Raghu. So, and then you see the his Ramas, these it says that from Brahman, it is beautiful description of avatara. Incarnation of God is something very important. God incarnates so that we can realize our own divinity. So, God incarnation is on one hand a human being and on another God. And this is to tell us we are also actually divine. In the light of the God incarnation, we see that yes, that is like man, but is God. So, when Jyoti thinks about it, yes, I am also human, so I also must be divine. There is the famous story of the lion. A little baby lion was born amongst the flock of sheep and was taken care of by the sheep and was eating the grass like sheep and was also having the same tongue as the sheep. Meh, 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 meh. So it is. So one day, one big lion wanted to have its hunger filled, so saw a lot of sheep are there. But he was wonderstruck by seeing a big lion amongst them in the flock of the sheep. So he left everything else, caught hold of that lion. And, hey, you are a lion. That sheep lion said, no, 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 I am a sheep. So he kept on bleating like a sheep. No, you are a lion. No, I cannot be a lion. What are you talking about? So this big lion then pulled this sheep lion to a pond and said, look at your reflection, look at my reflection. Are they not alike? You see the similarity. That is why God incarnates as a human being, so that we can see that we are also divine. That is the purpose, that when we compare this lion, sheep lion saw, yes, yes, so I look exactly like that fellow, so I also must be lion. And he let out a big roar. That so we also must see that it is God. Rama is man and is God. Krishna is man and is God. Buddha is man and God. It should not be confused with the symbols and the anthropomorphic images that we worship. They are good, but they are very different from incarnations. Like Shiva is not an incarnation. And Shiva is a symbol given some anthropomorphic these things, features. But Shiva has no date of birth, no date of death. He didn't live like a human being. He was always just a symbol of the supreme, divine, blissful presence. Similarly, Vishnu is a symbol. So you attribute these just to make you feel more comfortable. You attribute hands, but then to make sure that is not human being, instead of two hands, what do you attribute? Vishnu, 4 hands. Now why? Because different from human being, Like human being means so that we can connect, but is not really human being. So this is iconography is a very interesting subject. How you see that divine the images, how they are made. There is lot of symbology in that. So, but incarnations of God is a very different thing, and they sustain whatever actual religion that we have is sustained by them, where a person is born, grows, dies, and yet is aware of divinity. I am divine, and therefore their actions are called lila, like being performed in a play. Suppose you are acting, then you may be acting, say, Shakespearean Othello, but the actor is quite sure, even while acting as Othello, he was doing everything as per the script, but knows that I am actually John Smith, I am not Othello. So, similarly, acting like a human being, they are aware of their divinity, and so you see, therefore, their life becomes a great beacon light for us, that we are also just acting like human being on this world stage. Let us realize this, that we are not actually human beings, we are acting like human beings, and that we see from the life of these great incarnations. So, that is how Sri Ramakrishna in many places explained this idea of God incarnation, that it is the God appears in these various forms, that acts, but is not actually identified with that. So, acts through the body, but never gets identified with the body. So, this is how we learn tremendously from their life. All the religion, especially with Hindus and even with Christians, Buddhists, and others, it is connected with this incarnation of God. So, here now is this incarnation of God. Earlier we had in Bhagavatam seen the incarnation of Kapila, Lord appearing as Kapila and gives knowledge to his mother. Very beautiful chapter, that Kapilopadesha. So, then there are other avatars that we saw, that it is the incarnation of God as fish, as the Narsimha, and others also, that it is the God in that particular form came for a purpose. So, now Rama, therefore it is mentioned here, the very Brahman being invoked and prayed to by the celestials was born by a fraction of himself, divided into 4 parts as the 4 sons of Dashratha. It is not only Rama, all the other sons, as per Bhagavatam, they are all God incarnates, coming from, as the story goes, the same sacrificial remains were given to the 3 queens, and so they gave birth to 4 children. So this is how all 4 are considered the incarnations of God as per this Bhagavatam story. So, and it is given that how uh, the early life is given at the sacrificial ceremony of Vishwamitra. He Many powerful demons were killed by Rama. Uh, then the breaking the huge bow of Shiva as a mere plaything. It required a few hundred people, to carry this huge bow. And then Rama just picked it up and tried to put the cord to it, and just it broke with a big sound. So, then subsiding the arrogance of Parshurama was also considered an incarnation of Vishnu for a purpose of subduing the arrogant Kshatriya caste. But in the process, he himself became very arrogant, that yes, nobody can really compete with me, nobody can beat me, and so forth. So, Rama subdued him, showing him that now your age is over. This new age is coming up. So Parshurama understood and then went away. It is said that he established a very different this landscape proclaimed from the sea. It is proclaimed from the sea. That is said to be the first that reclamation of the sea, from that pushing the sea further, the land was acquired. So this is the first time that is called these days what is Konkan, the western that along the Arabian Sea. That patch is called Konkan. So that was that Parshurama. There is also Parshurama's temple, therefore there. So the Parshurama's pride was they subdued, and then the most glorious was his giving up the kingdom, as the yogi gives up the attachment to body. It is very difficult something to give up, even to give up a little thing. It is becomes very difficult. If we don't want, then we give it up is a different thing. But otherwise, no, I don't want to give it up. Very difficult. We get attached to everything, and thus look at that condition. Rama was to be enthroned as the king, and instead he was told right then that no, you will not be given the kingdom. Bharat will be the king, and you will be going for 14 years of forest dwelling. 14 years. And not that sometimes people go for a couple of days, let me have a nice forest stay. Our Abhijit goes sometimes in summer, goes to Maine to meet some those bears and what else? Moose. So he stays there for a couple of days, 3 days, and then comes back. That is a good, but if it is you permanently, you have to give up everything and stay there all the time for 14 years. That becomes a very different equation. So therefore Rama uh, at just father says that and then accepts the word of father, gives up the kingdom. See the great sacrifice, because it is just a trash, that what is there in the kingdom. See, the idea is very, very important for spiritual aspirants. Whatever we acquire, whatever we have, whatever we possess, all I and mine is to be given up, because it is not real. Rama did not require any effort to give it up. Mm. Did not require. His face was as peaceful as when he was told that you will become king. No election. प्रसन्नतां यान गताभिषेकतः तथा न ममलौ वनवास दुःखतः. I like this line of Tulsidas prayer. We chant it usually while doing Ram Nam, that prasannatam yana gata abhishekatah, that even when was being uh, honored as king, no particular joy was seen on the face, and तथा न ममलौ वनवास दुःखतः. Oh no, no, that is cancelled. Now you have to go to forest for 14 years. No question of kingdom and anything. So that is how so much change. But it doesn't mean anything, because his awareness was divine, and therefore this coming of kingdom and going away of the kingdom, what does it matter? Doesn't matter. If I say, Tilakji, I will give you $10,000 in fake bills, will he take? Well, sorry, I don't need it. It is because the fake bills, what does it matter? It is garbage. All these, what am I going to do with the fake bills? So, friends, everything in this world that we covet is a fake bill. That, okay, my money, my house, my spouse, my children, all that is all many fake bills. They do not really bring permanent joy, and only add more and more suffering and bondage in life. Bondage keeps on coming with that, and nobody likes bondage. That is the difficulty one sees, that we want to be free, but then we get into bondages one after another, thinking that that is freedom. And no, that is a bondage. So one must see it as bondage. When you see it as bondage, then there will be no problem in giving up, because that is a bondage, that is suffering. Do you want suffering? What, Charlie? Do you want suffering? Sure. Yeah. The problem is it comes in the form of pleasure, and then you feel attracted to it. And then, how nice it will be, I will be king. What is it? More suffering, that's all. It is. Therefore, you feel happy, I am becoming king. You don't understand that it will be another bondage, and another source of suffering. Do not become, this going after such things. They are the traps. We get into the traps thinking that that will bring me more and more happiness. But no, It is, if we want to have happiness, go to the source of happiness. If we are able to think just a little bit, it doesn't require big rocket science or whatever, Yes, you agree with me. That is why you say, bless you, thank you. So it is, they one must see that it is a bondage. Sri Ramakrishna used to tell, therefore, that somebody passed some exams, so he would pronounce that word pass. In Bengali, the pronunciation is very similar. Instead of pass, he would say pash, and pash means bondage. So now he has three pass, means he has some that first level of this high school, then one pass, then high school second pass, then got a bachelor's degree third pass, and then further his chronicler of that gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, he had masters. So many pass, So it is, one gets so many bondages, and then they give rise to more bondages. But when it is clear, then okay, kingdom, let it come, not a bondage then. When you are not attached, it is not bondage. One Swami who came here and gave a retreat, a nice young Swami, so from Berkeley. So he gave a nice example. If you are not attached, then it is no problem. It is, he said that the emails, those phishing and spam emails, they come to you and they tell you, urge you in a very nice way, that all you need to do is click the attachment. All that you want, the information is given in this attached file. Yeah, all your debts will be taken care of, and so forth. Wow, you feel what a benevolent this arrangement is. So you feel, okay, let me just find out, just let me see the information, and you click the attachment, and then, you realize later what a big mistake you did. So if you don't click till then, it is fine, you are safe till you click that attach. So anything in the world, if you do not say mine, you are fine. Say mine and you are caught, grabbed. My so and so gone, my son. Then it is a problem. Otherwise, not a problem at all. It is, you are free, but my son, my this, my that, my money, then you cannot give it up. Even after death, you cannot give it up. The attachments follow you. The money remains here, the property remains here, but the attachment to it doesn't go away. It comes, follows you life after life. So, therefore, if you are not attached, then it is fine. That joke is there that in one monastery, a novice asked the pontiff, are we novices allowed to use emails? And the pontiff with a grave face said, yes, but without attachment. So the attachment has a nice pun on it. So without attachment. So be in this world, but don't get attached to anything. That is the great message that Rama gave, and that is why Bhagavatam calls it the most important thing that it is in the life, that he gives up the kingdom like a yogi gives up the body. The yogi gives up the body just like that. So, because not attached to body, otherwise so much attachment one feels. So therefore it is important that see the message from Rama, that not attached at all. So it is, and then continues with the life. This story is in this. We shall see many of those things in our next class. That it is what Rama did. Not much. All this Ramayana story that that Ravana abducting Sita, and so how Rama it is went after the search for Sita. It is all a nice play, but uh, people, many sages also have raised doubt, just to get the discussion about it, clarification going on, that oh, Rama, how can he be God? Was a powerful person, okay, that he saw his wife being abducted by Ravana and so got angry and killed Ravana. So that is well a big deed, okay, but that doesn't mean that Rama was God. So this is something that one must see, that the God is not because he killed Ravana, but he was free from attachment in everything. So the story continues how he did, and these most of the things are so popular that everybody knows how he got the bridge built on Lanka and so forth. So we shall see some of these things in our next Friday's class. So today we shall close with this closing chant. This is the third verse of Bhagavatam. And then after that, if you have questions, you can ask. निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुर्हो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः. O devotees, quaff, quaff to intoxication this nectar of the fruit of the tree of Vedas, flowing from the mouth of the great sage Shuka and mixed with the ambrosia from his words. Any questions? Oh, you have a question. Okay.
Was Rama attached to Sita?
No, Rama was not attached to Sita. Attached, the attachment means it is connectedness was there. The incarnation of God gets connected to so many things as a human being, but has the capability of immediately removing the connection. That is the spiritual unattachment. To get attached as per need and get detached when the need is over. Like the switch, you put the switch on, then it is fully connected. And when you don't want, switch it off, that is disconnected. So that is how one should be in the life, that connect. And so Rama was not attached to anything. Yeah. Any other question? Any question on the web?
From Silent One Love.
Who?
Silent One Love. Do you think Ravana's brother will be guiding the Dharma of Lanka?
Ravana's brother? What?
I guess was guiding the Dharma of Lanka.
Guided by? Huh? Oh, Ravana's brother, yes. He was Ravana's brother but Rama's devotee. This is a very beautiful episode in Ramayana, that there are the bonds of blood, but there are stronger bonds of the conviction to the human values. So he was telling Ravana right from the beginning that it is you are doing something terribly wrong. You should not have abducted Sita, and you have kept her like that with you. Give it back to Rama. But he did not listen. And when the war was about to begin, then he came on Rama's side. So that is how Rama then said that, okay, you will be, after Ravana's death, you will be installed as the king of Lanka. So Rama did not grab the kingdom of Lanka, that okay, you are from that clan, so you will get the kingdom of Lanka. So Vibhishana became the king of Lanka, and since he was a virtuous person with the ideas of dharma installed in his life, so he guided the population of Lanka according to the dharma. Yes. Any other question? You read, Jitendra, if there is another Jitendra
From
can read.
Yashodan Hazare. How to attach and detach easily like a switch.
How you can be attached and detached like a switch. Exactly, that is how we should get attached and detached. We get involved, thinking those things to be real. When you think that it is just a play, like in the stage, somebody becomes the, say, mother of somebody on the stage in the play. But then afterwards they do not have any relation as such, because it was just assumed, attached for the purpose of this drama. After that it is gone. So they may become enemies in the play. Somebody who plays Rama and another person plays Ravana. They show big enmity on the stage. But after that, well, the play is over and they go to the same coffee shop to have a little coffee together. So that is how attached and detached. When you are performing the role, fully perform it. Do not get swayed by what otherwise is happening. There is that very nice story that there is in the play, there is that in Ramayana play, the Hanuman gives a blow on the chin of Ravana, and then Ravana was to fall, just fainted. Ravana fainted. That was the scene. Now the one who was acting Hanuman did a little overdid it, hit the blow really strongly, very powerfully. And this Ravana got so enraged, instead of falling faint, he started giving blows. There was a fight, and this Hanumana jumped from the stage and started running away. So, what a drama it was! So, whole show got spoiled because of that. So, while you are performing the role, perform it perfectly. But after the role is over, it's gone. The professional actors, they have one play in the morning, one show, another show in the evening, different dramas, they may be performing Hamlet in the morning and Macbeth in the evening. They are fine with that. They don't lose their identities. Different plays are there, that's all. They identify in the play, but know fully well that they are not that role. Perform the role, that's it. That is the technique of switching on, switching off. Like you are, say, having connection with your family, duties with your family, relationships. Okay, put it on, but know that it is just a drama. Nothing more than that. So get detached. You are not the body itself. You are acting as if you have taken this dress. Just as you in the plays you take certain apparel, certain attire. So this particular body has been taken as an apparel. You are not that. So knowing this, you can be attached and detached. Okay? Done, or another question? So let us conclude with the closing bhajan. Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol, Keshava Madhava Hari Hari Bol. Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol, Keshava Madhava Hari Hari Bol. Hari Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol. Krishna Krishna Bol, Krishna Krishna Bol, Krishna Krishna Bol, Krishna Krishna Bol. Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol, Keshava Madhava Hari Hari Bol, Keshava Madhava Hari Hari Bol.